What's going on, guys? Lior Vaknin here, and in this video I want to go over what I would do if I had a real estate brokerage and I wanted to reach $1 million a year. The reason for this video, which is I just had a meeting today with a good friend of mine. He owns a real estate brokerage, is an agent. We talked about a little bit of the challenges right now. There's like a lot of changes, macro changes in the economy, and how banks lend money, the interest rates, like all these different macro things that at the end of the day, they affect your ability to make money as a business owner. But I feel like that even though the market conditions might be changing and they're constantly changing and they might not be as good for homeowners or first time or second time buyers as they were during COVID or whatever it is, I want to share with you a few things that I think are overlooked just based on our conversation today when thinking about how can you get those clients even when those are more challenging times in the market. Now, full transparency, first of all, I run a coaching business that helps service business owners learn how to generate and master their own leads themselves. So I'm teaching the business owners how to do it, but we're not taking any real estate brokers, agents, and so on. This is just like a niche that I'm not specifically taking on. What I'm going to tell you and what I'm going to share with you is definitely applicable. I was back in the day when I was living in New York. I was an agent, so I've done a fair share of deals myself. I know how it is, and I know how the market responds regardless of your industry. Here are the 5 things that I would do to actually make $1 million a year in rough times. Number 1, stop relying on big platforms. You're nothing special this way. And I've heard this during our call on our meeting with my friend today. Oh, I just need to get that perfect listing. If I only had that listing, I would be good. If I got this, no, that's bullshit. What you want is you want priority. You want people to find you and reach out to you before they reach out to anyone else. And when you're just advertising and spending money on these platforms, whatever platform, StreetEasy, Zillow, I don't know what platform you're at, there's nothing special about you, nothing. What you want to do is you definitely want to run Google Ads, for example. So whenever someone's looking for that apartments for sale in specific neighborhood, in Broward County, in PB, in the Hamptons, wherever you're working, you should be the number 1 results. And so when they click on you, they don't see 10 other agents or 20 other listings or whatever it is. They only see you and your listings. And so that's number 1. Stop relying on other platforms and make sure that you have your own traffic driving potential customers to you and to you alone. You can do it with your Google Ads. You can do it with your Google Business Profile. Do whatever you got to do, but make sure that you bring traffic to your site, not to those platforms. That's number 1. Number 2, be willing to do what others won't. And so this friend of mine, like, first of all, he's a good looking dude, which, it blows my mind that like he doesn't utilize the gifts that he got from God. But like, he's like, I don't know what's stopping him, but he's not willing to just record himself and go on camera. Even though it's a no-brainer. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Even if you have a bad take, even if you're mumbling, even if you're stuttering, his English, his English is perfect. Mine is broken. Like, you can tell by my accent that I'm not a native English speaker yet. Here I am making those videos. So what excuse do you have of not making any content? And see, like, a lot of agents, they're just like too afraid. Oh no, I'm not that good. Or they idolize people, or like, I'm not Ryan Sarnat. I don't know. I don't even know what's his name. But the one from the $1 Million Listing TV show, like, this guy like built a multi-million-dollar brokerage just because he was willing to do what other people won't, because that's what the business requires. No one cares about what you feel about this. No one cares about, like whether you think that, oh, this video needs to be perfect before I can post it, or I need to do 20 videos to have them stacked up before I can actually post. No, like just do one, post it. It will be not the best, that's fine, but you'll improve for the next one. Whereas like if you don't do anything, you can't just complain. You can't just be like, oh my God, the market conditions are bad. That doesn't work like this. So that's number 2. Now, this is something that brings me to number 3, which is, yeah, of course, if you have exclusive listings that you can walk around and show people, yeah, that's great. But I live in Portugal. So like he shared with me like the fact that right now the whole government has changed and went from left wing, more central right. So it's more like, friendly towards investors and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, just talk about this. This is perfect, because if you're like where I live, like there's a lot of British and Irish people are moving in. If you want to buy a investment property in a country that maybe you visited a couple of times, but you don't really know much about, like this information is gold. And it might seem like that's like common knowledge for you, but it's not for a lot of people. And what you're doing by this, by taking advantage of your knowledge of the local economy, is that you're building yourself as a trustworthy brand. You're positioning yourself as an authority. You're someone who people are like, oh, let me hear what he has to say, because he's sharing some valuable lessons and insights for me as an investor. And it doesn't matter whether it's like you're just dealing with local markets or you're dealing with investors or foreign investment, whatever it is, it always, like this rule always applies, and you can always take advantage of it. And so like that would be like number 3, just use whatever knowledge you have, even though it might seem common and very basic, but for the majority of people who are not coming from the industry, this is worth gold. So that's number 3. Number 4 is retargeting is your biggest friend. So during our conversation, he shared with me that, even though he's just posting on all these platforms, he's still getting a shit ton of traffic to his website. And I'm like, dude, you have no idea how much money you're leaving on the table just by not running any retargeting campaign, because these people already visited you. You know for a fact that these people are interested in buying a property. So if you're spending even like as little as like $10 a day on platforms such as Facebook, just on people who already visited you, you can take so much money and you can rip so much from this traffic that it's mind-boggling that people are just like, no, I can't run ads, or I don't have the budget for it. Yet they spend money on the cold traffic, whereas I would say that at least 50% of your overall budget should go into retargeting, because most people won't reach out on the first time that they watch you or that they see you. Like people sometimes take over 2 years of watching my ads before they actually ready to pull the trigger. Like that's really the easiest way to make $1 million a year. All right, spend money on these platforms, but just back it up with some retargeting campaigns. So people would see you, see your ads, and will eventually reach out. So that's number 4. And number 5, which is again, man, such a huge mistake. Utilize your lists. Okay, people have tens of thousands of people in their mailing lists that they gather throughout the years, and they think, oh, I will just send, if I'm thinking about this person, I'll just send one email specifically. No, man, like we just said about this like new government changing in Portugal, like that's something that would be interesting for a lot of people. You never know who you reach at what point, and just by you doing this, you'll obviously pop up into their consciousness, and they'll, oh, you know what, if out of these thousands of people, 5 people are now looking to buy or sell a property, that's a huge win. That's like $150,000, $200,000 in commissions. Why not do these things? It's basics, but a lot of people aren't doing them. So if you're at that point where you're running a brokerage, you're just starting out, or you're having like a tough year or whatnot, take these steps, take these measures. Stop relying on just these big platforms and start driving traffic to your own website. Number 2, willing to do what other people won't, including creating content and sharing it online. Number 3, share the basic knowledge that you deem as basic, but share it with others and inform and become an authority figure. Number 4, targeting is your biggest friend. And number 5, utilize your list. Those are the 5 things that if I had to, run a brokerage, I would do in order to get to $1 million a year. I hope you find it valuable. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't take on service business owners, but if you have a service from dentistry to plumbing, HVAC, roofing, whatever service business you have, and you want to learn how to generate your own leads yourself, there's going to be a link under this video that you can click, learn more about what we do at LSM, and if relevant, book a call with my team, and if we can help, we'll be happy to bring you on board and share what we shared with hundreds of service business owners to date on how to generate their own leads themselves without ever needing to depend on marketing agencies again. My name is Lior Vaknin, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.